A few hours ago, Honorable Gathoni WAMUCHOMBA, taking to her X account, shared out a post I feel is worth analyzing here. Honorable Gathoni WAMUCHOMBA, the Kenyan currency is on a free fall at 167 against USA dollar. The cost of living is so unbearable. Electricity is unbearable. Cost of production is unbearable. Is our plan still working at this rate? Tutatenga na kupanga mpaka lini? That's a post shared out by Gathoni WAMUCHOMBA a few hours ago. That post raises critical issues I want to highlight on. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. The Bible says, even though they know, remind them. Our business here is to constantly remind Kenyans of the covenant they had with William Ruto. Because Kenyans do forget things very, very fast. If you don't remind them, some might even forget that William Ruto promised them that upon kuweka Biblia chini, the cost of unga was to be 70 bob. WAMUCHOMBA is bringing the issue of the dollar. Ruto, with his own mouth, promised Kenyans in broad daylight that the G2G was going to strengthen the Kenyan shillings. As I talk right now, Kenya is in debt of 9 billion Kenya shillings because of that G2G. They have not been paying for that oil. So the G2G has not only weakened the Kenyan shillings, but has also given Kenya a debt. That's what we call total failure. So it's either William Ruto was deliberately lying to Kenyans, or he was on a trial and error. He was not very sure on how to handle the situation. On that, Ruto comes out as a liar. And that in itself should make Kenyans very worried of these promises Ruto is still giving them. That alone should make Kenyans worry of Ruto's promises. He promised, he has failed to deliver. The cost of living is so unbearable. Everything is up. Ruto promised that he was going to form a government with the hustlers. What we are seeing today, Ruto is very desperate to create positions for his close allies. That's why these positions of CASs are being created. Even though the courts have declared them unconstitutional, Ruto still wants to create those positions. And those positions, the hustlers are the ones who will be taxed to pay those unnecessary and to maintain those unnecessary positions. So Kenyans are being pushed to the wall, being taxed heavily for William Ruto to create jobs for his friends and allies. Unga is not 70 bob, as Ruto did promise. Electricity is unbearable. Power blackout every now and then. All those are signs of a collapsing government, a moribund government. William Ruto kept telling Kenyans that I have a plan. Sometimes I'm tempted to believe William Ruto always, talks the opposite. If he says north, maybe he means south. It might be possible that Kenyans are not just understanding Ruto. I think he means opposite, or what he always say. So even the plan he was saying he had a plan, he had completely no plan. If you want to see a government that has failed, this one has failed. In terms of diplomacy with our neighbors, the government has failed. We are always fighting with our neighbors. If not Uganda, it's Tanzania. If not Tanzania, DRC. So you see, this is a government failing from all quarters. And also internationally, the world is now coming to know who William Ruto is. IMF is now doubting Ruto. They no longer trust him. And I'm saying that because the agreement between William Ruto and IMF was that Ruto was to stop subsidies, the food subsidies. IMF says the subsidies are still going on. So even the international community are now realizing that this is a man who can't be trusted. And sooner, you will see William Ruto being dumped by the international community. So this is an individual who is actually antagonizing everybody and everything that comes around him. And that's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. Is our plan still working at this rate? Tutatenga na kupanga mpaka lini? The plan died long time ago. In fact, there was no plan in the first place. So this post is bringing the aspect that Ruto had no plan, and that any Kenyan still waiting for Ruto to deliver on that plan, that's a Kenyan who should be taken to a mental hospital. Ruto had no plan. Things are going to worsen as time goes by. That's something that Kenyans should know. How I wish we could have leaders such as WAMUCHOMBA who is speaking truth to power. Most of these elected leaders, members of parliament, they have actually betrayed the people. They are silent and quiet, supporting Ruto's government. Instead of supporting those who elected them, they are silent, quiet, supporting Ruto's government. So the leaders have actually betrayed the reason why the people elected them to parliament. The next election is coming fast and furious. Kenyans should not make another blunder. Any member of parliament, governor, senator supporting Kenya Kwanza, that's an enemy of the people, an enemy of development. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.
Katika hali ya kujaribu kurekebisha uchumi katika taifa letu, Kenya inazungumza na marafiki. Inazungumza na marafiki kutoka mataifa tofauti. Na vijana wanasema ukweli, wakati tulichukua serikali, mimi nilikuwa mmoja wa kwanza kuwaambia kwamba tutakuwa na shida. Nilisema hivyo. Nilisema kwamba mimi kama mmoja ambaye alikuwa Minister for Finance katika taifa letu la Kenya, nilikuwa nimeona hesabu ya taifa letu na nikajua kwamba kuna madeni mazito na shida itakuja, na hiyo shida kulipa itatuumiza sisi wote. I said this and I repeat it here and I say there is no walk in the park. Tutaumia, lakini we shall succeed. There is hope at the end of the road. Hiyo sawa sawa. And I like this debate. I like the debate because it means that we are all alive to what is happening. And I can tell you that we are going to work through the difficult times and you will see the difference. This, again, nasema muniangalie vizuri, you shall see it. Jambo ambalo tena nataka nihimize